Yo, Colleen, you there? Are you at home right now?
Yeah, I'm here. Why do you ask? And besides, if you're home, you could always just, you know, talk to me in person. Why are you texting me?
Because I figured you had started on one of your usual lectures if I talked to you in person. Looks like I was right. So anyway, where's my dinner?
I didn't make any for you? You told me yourself this morning that you were going to be out late and didn't need any dinner. So yeah, I just made enough for myself.
Oh my god, you are worthless. Newsflash, plans change sometimes, Colleen. Seriously? Only making enough for yourself? No leftovers? Not even a light snack for later? How selfish can you get?
Why are you chewing me out by a text like this? And if you can chew me out by a text like this, couldn't you have texted me that your plans changed?
If you could think of someone other than yourself for a change, I wouldn't need to text you at all.
Harry, what has gotten into you lately? Why are you so angry at me? You never used to be like this. It's like you're a completely different person.
I'm me! The same me as I've always been. And who the hell are you?
Whatever. I really don't feel like talking anymore about this right now.
Oh, so you're gonna run away from me, huh? Is that what this relationship is to you? You think you can just walk away from your responsibilities to me whenever you feel like it?
Look, it's clear that you're in a bad mood. I'm tired and I don't feel like getting into fight. I don't know if it's stress from work or you're not even feeling well or whatever, but let's just call it a night and we can talk again in the morning when we're both feeling better, okay?
Yeah, sure. Fine. Whatever.
I'm concerned about you though, okay? If there's something on your mind, I wish you would just come out and talk to me about it. And as for dinner, there's a bit of soup left over in the fridge and some fried chicken in the freezer. And if none of that sounds good, you can go to whatever restaurant you want and order a takeout.
Yeah, I'll just do whatever.
Hey Mom, did you hear that? It sounded like Dad just came home. Yeah, he did. He texted me asking me where his dinner was. That's weird. I remember him saying this morning that he'd be working late tonight and that he'd get something for himself. Yeah, and when I reminded him of that, he told me that good wives can somehow magically read their husbands' minds and know their plans changed or something to that effect. What is wrong with him? Seriously, who does he think he is? I swear he makes me so mad sometimes. It's okay, Sienna. Calm down. Remember, he's still your father, okay? You don't have to stand up for him like this, Mom. I'm on your side. What do you mean, Sienna? I know everything, Mom. Everything? I know why Dad is coming home late all the time. I know why he's been treating you so terribly lately. I know, Mom, everything. I guess you're more observant than I gave you credit for. I'm sorry about all of this, Sienna. It's just, well, I figured that I could wait to deal with everything until you had graduated from high school. But I guess maybe I was wrong to do that. You don't need to worry about me, Mom. Besides, I already have a job lined up for me after I graduate. Not to mention, my graduation is only 3 months away. If there's anything at all I can help you out, Mom, I want to do it. Let me help you. Thank you, sweetheart. I guess if you would really mean that, then I have no reason to keep on bearing with this anymore, do I? None at all. Go get him, Mom. All right. I'm gonna have to give a good deal of thought as to what my next plan of action is, though. We'll talk more later. Hey, Dad. Are you there? Didn't you get a message from Mom just now? It's an emergency, Dad. You need to answer the phone. Mom was taken to the first district hospital in an ambulance. My high school graduation ceremony was today. Mom came, but I was talking to my friends, so she left ahead of me. When I got home, she was collapsed on the kitchen floor. She wasn't responding, so I called an ambulance to take her to the hospital. She still hasn't woken up. I know that you guys are heading toward a divorce, but as of now, you're still husband and wife, aren't you? So please, Dad, please come to the first district hospital right away and see Mom.
Sierra, listen to this. You'll never believe it. I just got the best news I've gotten probably my entire life. It's too good to be true. Get this. My wife just got hauled away to the hospital. Apparently she's totally unresponsive. But wait, it keeps getting better. She's been saying that she wouldn't agree to a divorce unless I pay her a massive settlement, right? Well, I just went home and looked through my wife's files, and guess what? I found the divorce agreement she'd been working on, and she already signed it. This is my chance. I can make a few edits, submit this to the courthouse, and boom! I'm divorced on my terms, and we can get married. So, yeah, I'm going to head over to the courthouse right now while my wife is still unconscious. And then tomorrow, you and me can head to the very same courthouse, say our vows, and be together forever. Gosh damn it. I'm sorry, Sierra. So it turned out the divorce agreement I found still needed my wife's signature in a few places. According to the clerk, any edits made after the document was printed needs to be signed and dated by both parties. And, of course, since my wife is currently a vegetable, she can't sign them. And if I tried to forge her signature, the clerk would probably get really suspicious. I'd hate for our marital bliss to be interrupted by some stupid forgery charge or whatever. So I decided it would be best to put off submitting the divorce papers for now. I'm really sorry, babe. Could you please just wait a little bit longer for me? Hey, Sierra, are you there? You haven't responded to any of my messages for the last 10 days. Is something the matter? Man, I bet you're still upset about me getting your hopes up with the divorce agreement thing last week. I really screwed up, didn't I? I'm so sorry, Sierra. I should have talked to my lawyer before making any moves. He could have told me that any edits have to be signed. Then I wouldn't have wasted that trip out to the courthouse. But let's look at the bright side. My wife is still in a persistent vegetative state. Ha 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 ha! At this rate, I'll be able to pull the plug on our life support within a few weeks. And then when that happens, there'll be nothing keeping us apart. We can finally be together. Just the three of us. You, me, and the baby. Oh, I'm so excited. I can barely sleep at night.
The baby? That's interesting.
Sierra, there you finally are. I've wanted to talk to you so bad.
You're the absolute lowest form of life on the planet, Dad.
Wait, Dad?
You've been sending message after message, each one more disgustingly immoral than the last.
What's going on? Who is this?
If I recall correctly, your mistress is your 26-year-old secretary at your office, Sierra something or other, right, Dad? I guess you're either too careless or too stupid to tell the difference between an R and an N on your phone, huh? Get some reading glasses, you old geezer.
Oh no. Sienna, this is your number?
You just now noticed this? It's been weeks.
Well, in my defense, your numbers are right next to each other in my contacts, so...
Ugh, how could you be so stupid? Honestly, it's impressive how dense you are. And this wasn't even the first time. You've been sending me messages for her just about once a week for the last few years.
Shoot, I did?
Yeah, you moron. That's how I learned about your affair, you lying, backstabbing creep.
Oh boy, this is bad.
And other than the whole betraying your family part, the worst part is how cringeworthy your texts are. You're old, Dad. Stop trying to talk like a Gen Zer.
Hey, that is no way to talk to your father, young lady.
Oh, now you want to be my father? Now you want to be a family man? You heard that your wife of more than 20 years and the mother of your daughter was in a coma. And the first thing you do is send a celebratory message to your mistress? You're the most miserable excuse for a father I have ever heard of.
Young lady, you will not talk to me that way.
Don't young lady me, you philandering sack of cow manure.
Hey, I said stop that. Anyway, if you're thinking about your future at all, you might want to reconsider whose side you're taking in this, Sienna.
Exactly what is that supposed to mean?
Think about it. What good is your mother to you? She works part-time. Now, if you stick with me, I can take care of you. You know I make a pretty decent salary, right? If you can convince the judge to give me custody of you, the potential benefits will be massive. Obviously, I'm not going to let you live with us, but I can put you up in a nice studio apartment in a good part of town. I'll pay your rent, utilities, all of that. You won't want for anything. So, what do you say, daughter?
You know, you were right the other day. You really should pay more attention to your lawyer. I mean that since I'm 18, neither of you gets custody of me. I'm an adult, Dad. Didn't you realize that? Me, in fact, you can't get custody of me at all. And even if that wasn't the case, I've already got a job lined up for after I graduate, so I don't need you for anything.
A job?
And when I explained the situation between you and Mom to my company, they said they're gonna let her move with me into company housing rent-free.
Wow.
In other words, neither I nor Mom need your help of some creepy old geezer like you.
Aren't you forgetting something? Your mother's in a coma, a persistent vegetative state. Even if she ever wakes up, which she probably won't, she's gonna need consistent care for the rest of her life. You'll be all on your own to support her.
Who told you she was in a persistent vegetative state? Not me. Mom was already awake, you oblivious buffoon.
What? She is?
I was understandably surprised to come home and find Mom unconscious on the floor, but she had just had a bit of an episode caused by stress. I guess she got dizzy, hit her head on something and fell down. So she ended up having to get a few stitches, but that's all. She had a CAT scan, and the results came back today saying she's completely fine with no lingering negative effects from the fall. Now, she just needs to rest for a while.
Oh, well, that's great news. Now that she's awake, I can finally get her to sign the divorce papers. I'll be over there in a bit.
Oh, and just so you don't go getting any ideas, if you come down here, there's no way you're getting into the room to see her.
Why not?
Whoa, you really think you're smooth, don't you? We know about your plan to edit the agreement. The courthouse clerk called Mom's lawyer about you trying to submit the agreement after making handwritten addition to it.
Oh, come on. Why would she do that?
Add another thing. You haven't heard from your mistress for the last few weeks or so, have you? Would you like to know why?
Did you have something to do with this? What did you do? Tell me right now.
Mom hired a private detective to keep tabs on your precious little Sierra, and guess what he found out? It turns out your precious little Sierra wasn't just messing around with you.
That can't be. You're lying.
So after Mom's lawyer got the report from the private detective, she had a little chat with Sierra, and her parents agreed to foot the bill for her share of the settlement for your affair. but her parents only did so on the condition that she broke things off with you.
This can't be happening. But wait, what about our baby? Sierra is 6 months pregnant.
Yeah, about that. I'm not familiar with all the details, but you might want to reconsider using the word our regarding that baby.
Huh? But that means...
Let me think. What her words were? Something like, I thought I made it clear from the start of our fling that it was just that, a fling. I was just bored and wanted a little excitement.
She said that?
Once I got pregnant with my real boyfriend's baby, I told him I couldn't see him anymore and broke things off with him. So imagine my shock when he started talking about getting married to me all of a sudden. And now his wife found out about it, so I have to pay damages. This is the worst. Not to mention, once my boyfriend found out about it, he dumped me. So now, thanks to that geezer, I'm stuck being a single mother. Just wonderful. I can give you the recording of that conversation if you want. It's pretty funny.
No. No, 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 no! This can't be true! Tell me you're lying!
Well, if I told you that, I'd be lying so. Oh, and by the way, I have a message from Mom.
Is she gonna give me a second chance? I'll do anything! Anything! I mean it! I'll do better this time! I can change! It was a terrible mistake! I was a fool!
From now on, all of our communications will go through my lawyer. I'll see you in court. And here's a message from me. After today, you will never speak to your daughter again for the rest of your life.
Sienna, you can't do this to me. I'm your father.
Not anymore. You're not. You're just some old geezer that I used to know. Goodbye.
Oh, come on. You can at least be polite when you say goodbye to me.
Maybe you should have thought about this potential this would happen when you were sneaking around with another woman around Mom's back. I'm blocking your number now. I figured that even all of that still wouldn't get the point through my dad. So I called my uncle, his older brother, and explained what happened. A short while later, my uncle messaged me back and said he, quote, took care of him. Kind of spooky, but hey, problem solved. He tried to fight paying the settlement to Mom, saying he was totally broke, but then Mom's lawyer looked into his finances. He apparently had just enough to pay off his settlement, so that was all seized and paid out to my mom immediately. They also found that he'd withdrawn a large portion of Mom and Dad's mutual savings account just before the divorce, so the judge ordered all of that to be paid back as well. Once that was finished, my parents' divorce was officially finalized. After I told my uncle about my dad trying to get out of paying the settlement, he messaged me back saying, looks like he needs another lesson. Should I stop telling my uncle things? Nah. His company found out about his escapades too, and promptly fired him. Having lost his family and his job, I wonder what he's gonna do now. Meh, it's not really any of my problem. A friend of mine said they saw him getting on a bus heading out of town. Maybe he'll try and start over. But at this age, good luck with that.